Imagine an injectable anesthetic so versatile that it can last for hours or minutes. With recovery so swift and sure, people can be in and out of hospital in a day. Imagine creating a natural substitute for meat by growing protein on a raw material made from wheat. Imagine a solid emulsion paint that spreads like a liquid but without drips and runs. Imagine fibers so versatile they can be used for the highest fashion clothing or for the tires of the fastest jet. Impossible? Ask ICI. ICI The Innovators. Products not even on the market 10 years ago now yield a quarter of their profits. ICI, one of the world's largest chemical manufacturers. Production plant in 40 countries. Sales operations in 60. 14,000 products on the market. Solving problems for 70,000 business customers. ICI are creators of chemicals. Each new molecular structure specified for the needs of a carefully targeted market. Supplying the world with chemicals on this scale itself requires a special chemistry of talent, technology, and teamwork. Basic chemicals are refined into ever more sophisticated products. Salt, to chlorine, to vinyl chloride, to PVC. The feedstock for a lexicon of manufactured products. Natural gas, to ammonia, to fertilizers, for the agricultural business. Crude oil, to naphtha, to propylene, to polypropylene. ICI plastics from petrochemicals.
It's protein fan plants. You have your services with those things.
ICI's world. Advanced technology, multi-million-pound investments, increasing technological refinement. A world where the molecules themselves are made to measure. The basic molecular structure of a polymer. The starting point for a stunning spectrum of ICI fibers in markets served by technology. Fibers for fabrics that will shape the fashions of the future. Sports and leisure wear, one of many focal points for ICI fibers and colors. The motor industry, a prime target for the full spectrum of ICI's chemical resources. It dramatically demonstrates a major strategy shift into specialty and effect chemicals and advanced materials. Polyurethane for safety bumpers, spoilers, and many other uses. Propethene for petrol tanks, fascias, and even wings. Verton for accelerator and clutch pedals. Diacon for rear light assemblies. Fluon for maintenance-free bearings and bushes. Specialty plastics from ICI in an ever-increasing range. Melinex and Victrex for printed circuits, and colors in the digital displays that augment them. Fibers for upholstery. Carpets in timbrel, Terraline interior trim, nylon tire cords. Pioneering products in the engine compartment, advanced plastics and fibers for reinforced piston parts, inlet manifolds, air intake cleaners and radiator parts. Cars with major body panels made from plastics are only just over the horizon, along with a new age of paints. Another major sign of ICI's impact on the motor industry, a revolutionary new range of waterborne base coats, Aquabase. Environmentally safe and non-polluting. A classic example of a market-led breakthrough with a carefully targeted product. the Williams Formula One racing car, sponsored by ICI in Grand Prix events. For strength and lightness, key components of its chassis are made from fiberide carbon fiber plastic composites. High temperatures, abrasion, destructive acids, the hostile working environment of equipment in oil fields. Advanced materials from ICI protect that equipment more effectively than ever before. Victrex Peak for valve plates on compressors, for seals on high-pressure safety valves to control the flow of oil. The same ICI advanced materials are used by the aero industry as fairings for the struts that support the engines of the Boeing 757, saving weight, resisting hostile environments, and supplanting aluminium and other metals in the aeronautics industry. Printed circuits. For 25 years they've been two-dimensional, but now they can be 3D as well. A molded circuit board, made from advanced high-temperature engineering resins, is coated first with an ultraviolet sensitive catalyst. Then, in a photochemical reaction with ultraviolet light, the circuit paths are made receptive to electroless copper. The result? Three-dimensional circuits, and a whole new world of electronic design. New markets, new products, new applications, none of them feasible before the coming of 3D. ICI, creating new commercial opportunities for its customers. Other molecules, other opportunities, a more powerful solution to a universal problem. The fire at the top will be fought with a CO2 extinguisher, the one below it with ICI's latest BCF Halon firefighting system, starting now. BCF attacks and inhibits the chemical reaction causing the fire. Derived from arcton gas, a refrigerant, the BCF system is far lighter to carry and obviously far more efficient. The world of medicine, where prevention and cure depend increasingly on the discoveries of bioscience marketed as pharmaceutical products, where life and death can turn on the shape of a single molecule. This is a simulation of a beta receptor in the human heart. In moments of stress and anxiety, adrenaline arrives here, locking on to stimulate the action of the heart and increase our capacities for survival. But in time, an overstimulated heart will weaken and sooner or later, stop. The answer is this, a precision-made molecule that's a perfect fit with the profile of a beta receptor. The molecule locks on and becomes a beta blocker. The result? A major breakthrough in the treatment of cardiovascular disease. But beta blockers are only one part of the company's total impact on contemporary medicine. With its range of anti-cancer drugs, antiseptics, anesthetics, antimalarials, and dental products, ICI has become a major force in the world's pharmaceutical industry. Over 90% of its pharmaceutical products are the result of its own research. 10 ICI products are on the World Health Organization's list of essential drugs. It's the only company to have 2 drugs in the top 5 on the world market. Other ICI products help to meet different needs in the third world, where millions live at or below starvation levels. It's been estimated that 1/3 of the world's crops are each year lost to pests, weeds, and plant diseases. 1/3 of all we do produce, we owe to the beneficial action of agrochemicals. ICI is in the business of making safe and selective agrochemical products. A substantial proportion of the group's annual research budget of hundreds of millions of pounds is spent in this area. Some 10,000 potential new agrochemicals are laboratory tested each year. Only 1 in 15,000 ever makes it to the marketplace. Recent ICI successes: plant growth regulators such as Coulter, Clipper and Bonsai, offering yield and management benefits to growers and local authorities. Karate, a new insecticide, safe in use to bees, but controlling a wide range of insect pests. The tranquil landscapes that the farmer works in conceal the most complex of all environments. A handful of soil can contain hundreds of millions of microorganisms. ICI takes particular care to ensure its agricultural products have a minimal impact on the environment. Sophisticated science can sometimes yield elegantly simple solutions. The Electrodyne pesticide sprayer. It delivers a fine spray of electrostatically charged pesticide that wraps around both sides of a leaf. Spray volumes are cut to less than 1% of conventional systems. 4 small batteries will power it through a complete growing season. And the pesticide itself, pre-mixed in a sealed container to avoid operator contact. The Electrodyne sprayer, a system designed for the farmers of the Third World. ICI molecules. Molecules that help to feed mankind, to fight disease, to safeguard health. Molecules made with new markets in mind. Modeled and remodeled, polyester becomes Melinex. Melinex for wrapping, recording, reproducing images, and reckoning. Melinex, a film for all reasons, and itself one of the reasons for ICI's massive new investments in polyester film plant in the United Kingdom and North and South America. ICI, innovators and designers of chemicals for new markets, fast in growth and high in added value. Meeting the needs of its customers in all the continents. Getting the chemistry right for today's and tomorrow's worlds.